we're going to be reacting to all the NHL trailers from 03 through NHL 24. This is perfect because I was born in 03, so this is every single NHL trailer that's released in my lifetime. I decided to start with NHL 03 as all the older ones were uploaded by different accounts rather than like an official account, so they're a bit scuffed. I'm not even going to bother to try to like mute music or anything like that. There's a good chance this video, not that I have monetization, but if I did, it would probably get demonetized. Can't really do anything about it. And I want to experience these trailers in their full glory. So I have all the trailers up here, as you can see, with all my hundreds of tabs, all the way up to NHL 24. So we'll start out NHL 03. 240p, let's go. Jerome Laginla on the cover this year. Oh my god, look at the moves, look at the camera angles. Oh, the one-hand tuck. NHL 03. Damn, that sold me. Okay, NHL 04, let's go. Not too sure who's on the cover of this one. Looks like it's Joe Thornton. I don't think it's Joe Thornton on the cover. I think it just showed Joe Thornton. They definitely love showcasing all the hitting. Oh my god, what is that? Bro took out the goalie. Can't be that.
NHL 2004.
Joe Sakic was on the cover. I want to go... Hold on. I'm not going to do this much in the video, but... What was that? Wait, where was it? What is this? Bro took out the goalie. Oh, this is a goalie fight. Goalie on goalie. NHL 05. Let's go. Better Stadium. Got the walkout tournament. Better Faces. Is that the koozie? Better Jersey. I can't believe it. Oh my god. That's got to be the best one yet. Actually, no, the last one, I liked it a lot. This one has Naslin on the cover. All right, points for that. Last time a Canuck was on the cover. NHL 06. My first NHL. This is so nostalgic. I think Vincent Cavier was on the cover. Forgive me for pronunciation. Look at those moves, bro. This Naslin. Look at the effects, the Yager. Oh my god. Oh, high pump. Kiprasov. Flames Legend. This music is sick. It's so dramatic. Look at that. Two in the leg. Don't know if that's even going to shoot out, but we'll give it a pass. NHL 06. I had so much fun with this game. It had such a good soundtrack. You know, I don't even like that type of music, but it had a great soundtrack. NHL 07. Let's go. Didn't play this one. Next one I played was NHL 10. Good. Ovechkin. Oh my gosh, look at him move. Look at the moves. Big hits. Clapper. More hits. Little salute. Okay, nice. I'm guessing Ovechkin must have been the cover for that year. I'm not sure. Would make sense. Okay, let's go. NHL 08 on Xbox 360. So this is a, it says this is the sizzle trailer. Not too sure what that means. The lighting. Game's starting to look a bit better. Kinda looks like Tom Brady. Not bad. But stall there. Every trailer's got the big hits and the big moves. To Alfredson. Oh my gosh. There's Chara. Oh, what a song. DiPietro. I'm guessing Jordan Stahl was probably on that cover. There's a bit of a theme. Makes sense. Okay. NHL 08. That was a pretty sick trailer. Like the music. Go on to NHL 09 here. So we're getting closer to the era of me playing. We'll see what this trailer is like. EA Sports. 7 Sports Game of the Year awards. Enough on the flames. Getting the walkouts. More Chara. Henderson just got freaking destroyed. I think this is when they introduced the skill stick. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think this has to be a skill stick. Big move. More DiPietro. Okay, I don't want to hate here. We'll let this trailer finish up here. Ooh, okay, I don't want to hate here. But look at this slapper here. That was a muffin, and they put this like sound effect over top of it to try to make it sound like powerful. That thing was going like 2 miles per hour at best. Okay, NHL 10, this is the first NHL I played. Now, I played it later. So I played it in like 2012 probably. But this was my first NHL game on PS3. There we go, we got Kane. I believe he was the cover boy. Yeah, there we go. Big hit. Got Luongo there for the Canucks. Oh, I don't like that. Luongo being scored on by the Hawks. Five-hole. I don't think you could score a 5-hole in these games. There we go. NHL 10. Yeah, this cover's nostalgic for me, the PS3 one. Gotta say, though, kind of a weak trailer. I might have to say, and I hate to say it, this was my first NHL game on PS3. That was a pretty weak trailer. Fun game, though. Let's go NHL 11. Jonathan Taves was on the cover. Back-to-back Blackhawks. So there we go, Chicago yet again. Real-time physics engine. How many times have you heard that? Oh my gosh, look at those hits. The hip check. Oh, this is when they added in the new face-offs. Quick eats. So the new deking system. Broken sticks, okay. Play without a stick, pass your stick. Crazy features here. Kick the puck as well. They love the hits, man. Every trailer. Take a shot every time you see a hit in an NHL trailer. Total user control. I know some people miss this type of deking. It really did feel like you were in control. That's why people like these older NHLs. NHL 11. Okay, NHL 12. This is the next NHL that I gotta play. Steven Stamkos on the cover. This one's a little bit longer, 2 minutes. As you'll see, these trailers get a bit longer as we go. Winter Classic, there you go. Daniel Seagoon, big goal.
Hey everyone, I'm Sean Ramjag Singh, line producer on NHL 12.
There's
I'm
Rammer.
here to talk to you about some of the exciting new features in this year's game. This year,
No
we've
longer
taken our
with,
gameplay to the next level to match
EA, I
hockey's
think.
true authenticity, which means everything in the arena will now be live. With our brand new full contact engine, you'll be able to make bone-crushing
Full
hits that shatter
contact
the glass.
engine, right after they added
Knock
real-time
players into the
physics.
bench, pop helmets off, and create massive collisions with other players. The world for goalies just got a lot tougher.
Richardson.
Goalies are now live, so players can now crash the crease, even knocking the net off its mooring. Goalies will also have to deal with players jostling in front
Oh
of the net
yeah,
for
this is
position.
the year where you
Fight
could
through
just
screens to see the puck.
absolutely destroy
Getting position in
goalies.
front of the net is an important way to generate offense.
could just deck
We are now giving
goalies.
the user the ability to jostle in front of the net to try and create a screen or deflection in the
Net front
offensive zone.
battles.
You can
And
also
tipping,
take control
nice.
of a defenseman and try to clear the crease for your goalie. Bigger players will use their size and strength to try and dominate down low, while smaller players will have to try and spin off their check to create scoring opportunities.
A fat suit.
Goalies this year are going to be much more live and dynamic. To
Let's
be
see,
authentic
the
to the game,
dynamic
goalies are going to
goalies. I know
react to
goalies
players
weren't very
crashing
good in the older
crease.
games.
Goalies will battle through screens, make sprawling desperation saves, and for the first time ever, goalies will be able to fight just like their real-life counterparts.
I could have sworn they had goalie fighting
You
in
asked
the old
for it,
games. There you go,
you
Winter
got it.
Classics. So
This year,
probably
we'll be
getting this for
featuring the
NHL
NHL Winter
25.
Classic at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. The Winter Classic is considered the NHL's main event and is traditionally hosted on New Year's Day. You'll be able to play at this outdoor venue with your favorite teams while
I
battling
love those
hostile weather
Pittsburgh
conditions.
jerseys. This is such a classic.
Thank you for
Caps
checking out
Pittsburgh.
NHL 12. Building off last year's highly rated game, we're extremely excited for another stellar year. Lace up those
sounds
skates and we'll
excited.
see you on the ice.
Corey Perry on the Ducks.
We also have a huge announcement coming up, so keep following us on Facebook and Twitter for more information on NHL 12.
Missed the Winter Classic. We might be getting it here for NHL 25. We'll see. Okay, there you go. So NHL 12 on to 13 again. Didn't play this year. Skipped this year. Shorter trailer, 30 seconds. The official trailer. Jonathan Quick. I think Giroux was on this cover. Carey Price. There we go. There's the man. There's the cover boy. Oh my gosh, that was such a short trailer. So that's the NHL 13 trailer we have. Let's check out the NHL 14 trailer, the big one. A lot of people's favorite NHL. This game is now 10 years old. We're on NHL 24 going on 25. Let's see if the trailer was any good. You can see the dislike ratio is not great here. There you go, more Jonathan Quick. Amazing song choice. Was that Lack in it? Eddie Lack, much legend. I kind of like this real NHL game combination. Ooh. I have no idea who that is. I think that's Daly there. What a save. Oh, yeah. The infamous Kane goal. They hadn't released the cover at this point. We know it ended up being Martin Brodeur. NHL 15. So we're going from best NHL to debatably, not so debatably, the worst NHL. First NHL on new gen. Well, I guess old gen now. NHR. PS4. Great physics update. Or not physics update. Great graphics update. But everything else fell off. Looks beautiful. Fortunately, that is it though. I remember this. Bars on the Islanders.
Right back, a crossover. Score! What a goal! Goodness! Right back the other way. They were giving up through the legs. Opportunity there. Run into, and there will be a penalty.
I miss the old commentators, bro. They were goated. Subban, one knee shot.
Is over now for the control of Kane.
terrible game, but I can't lie, fire trailer. I remember rewatching this over and over again. I was so excited for this NHL. I was like, it looks so good, but unfortunately, they took out all the game modes. So on to NHL 16. Don't really remember this NHL. I don't think it was great. We'll see how it is. I don't remember what they added.
Team play needs to be re-examined. Their team defense is
Oh,
not
I remember
very
this
good,
trailer.
and they're not generating any offense.
Gentlemen,
We'll let
the
it
way we're
play
playing
through,
out there,
and then we'll come back because I know there's a
that isn't gonna
funny
cut
mistake in this
not in
trailer.
this league,
I think it's this trailer.
not in any league. All that matters is what we do with these next 20 minutes. So ask yourself, what makes a team great? Is it talent? Or is it teamwork? Is it doing whatever it takes to win? Not for yourself, but for the man next to you.
Look, Kinla on the
That's what
abs. Oh my
separates us from
god.
them.
Like
Winners
Irene.
from losers. It's been a long, hard season.
Yeah,
Here we are.
here's the mistake.
One more shot. Play the next 20 minutes for each other and leave the ice as champions.
Oh yeah, they added the mascots this year. The Green Men. I don't even know if they're still in the game, honestly. Wildwing. I don't think they are. Long ball. Bam. Honestly, the trailer game did just keep getting better. Obviously, NHL 16 was, I want to say, Taves on the cover. It was supposed to be Kane and Taves, though. We'll go to the mistake here quickly. So the mistake was here with Ryan Miller. I don't know if any of you know about this. He's holding his stick with his glove hand. Could have been intended, maybe. It's just kind of weird. As you can see, his blockers here, glove hand there, and he has the stick in his left hand. So just a funny little mistake they made. On to NHL 17. This is the year that I believe Nasher returned to NHL. I think they changed up all the deking and stuff. And added all of, like, the modes and like maybe ESHL and stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure. There you go, Tarasenko on the Blues. Connor McDavid, there you go. Younger Connor McDavid. Oh, this is when they added all the like goalie positioning, I think, too. I want to say this is when they added like the rolling puck and stuff like that too. So they're definitely showing it off. Jack Eichel on the Sabres. Big save price. Again, another fire trailer. This was a better NHL for sure. They added a lot of the features that they took out for NHL 15 and stuff like that. This was a step in the right direction. Going on to the next game, cover boy is going to be McDavid here. Again, don't really remember this game. Let's see. What are they adding? What's new? The Austin Matthews.
Hey kid, let me give you some advice. Work hard out there. Act like a gentleman. Keep it simple.
Kachuk on the Flames.
Be
Oh, the big
humble.
McDavid goal.
Respect your
Line
elders. Hit the gym. Get a real Stay in school. Keep your head up.
Yeah, the marketing was all about the new guys.
It was a dream, more money, more problems. When I get it, I'ma pile it up. Now I'm dope on the bread, we can toast so fresh. How we flow, everybody get this style from us. Was a kid
Oh, this one they added the Queen of Lake, isn't it? Oh, and the dad suit.
This life is a party. I'm never going else. Was a kid, all I had was a dream. More money, more problems. When I get it, I'ma pile it up. Now I'm dope on the bread, we can toast so fresh. How we flow, everybody get this style from us. Was a kid with the upper lip.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I want to say this is the year they added the skill stick too.
Tell mommy I'm sorry.
People thought that was going to be huge. I feel like it's not as big as we thought. Yeah, the between the leg. It was a fun NHL. They added NHL 3s as well. There we go. NHL 18. Definitely, again, a good trailer. Not one of the best, but still a good trailer. This was one of the better NHLs. I liked all the deking, all the additions in terms of the deking, the Datsu flip, the between the legs, all of that stuff was really fun. 3s was a pretty good ad. It's a bit irrelevant now, but pretty good year for NHL. So we'll go into NHL 19 here. Cover boy, can't think of it right now.
For a lot of us,
The
this is
outdoor
where it all
rinks.
began.
This is when they added those.
Hockey was a way of life.
Oh, Subban. Yeah, Subban's the cover. From NHL 1s, 3s. They like to use the same players a lot in these trailers, I noticed. Buffalin. Oh, Carlson, yeah. Would this be the first game with Vegas? I don't really know. It's either this one or the one before that. Again. Oh, oops. Solid trailer. I want to say they added, so obviously they added the outdoor rink. Good addition. I remember thinking how nice all the outdoor stuff looked. Personally, don't play it much these days. Still a good ad. And then, of course, I think they also added legends in this one because you could see them advertising Gretzky, but I'm not 100% sure about that. We'll go on to NHL 20. The first cover out of 2 for Matthews. I thought this was going to be a big year. We'll see.
With the introduction of RPM Tech in NHL 19, we delivered a revolutionary new skating engine that overhauled control and responsiveness in our skating. In NHL 20, we're using the same cutting-edge technology to deliver RPM Tech benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltender animation.
A lot of this really sounds like tweaks.
Thanks to RPM Tech 2.0, NHL 20 now looks, feels, and plays better up and down the ice.
Domi on the halves.
In NHL 20, with a complete overhaul to shooting animations and the introduction of signature shots, every shot is different. Signature shots showcase the unique styles and attributes of individual players.
That was a good ad.
Whether you're Austin Matthews setting up a toe drag wrist shot, PK Subban with a high wind-up booming slap shot, or Ovechkin with a seamless one-timer, you'll be able to feel like a superstar and snipe like one too. In addition, RPM Tech allows us to add contextual shots, giving you realistic animations in any circumstance. In NHL 19, shot animations lacked full coverage, meaning players took unrealistic or ineffective shots.
That was bad. I remember
In
that.
NHL 20, contextual shots allow the player to take the correct shot in the correct situation by taking into account multiple factors, including distance from the net, puck placement, and movement coming out of dekes. Imperfect passes will force the player to have to readjust, reducing accuracy and strength.
Yeah, these
where
were
precise
important
passes
ads.
will result in a powerful, accurate shot. Contextual
Just
shots
much
will
needed
reward
for
better
very
body
long
positioning,
time.
timing, and twitch skill, allowing for more fulfilling and realistic gameplay. RPM Tech also adds another level of responsiveness to gameplay through explosive transitions. In NHL 19, a player would enter a glide and lock trajectory when receiving the puck, forcing the player to slow down or lose responsiveness. In NHL 20, explosive transitions allow you to take the puck in stride, anticipate a turn before receiving the puck, and retain your speed, allowing every player to make plays in motion, just like NHL superstars. We've heard your feedback and we've raised the game for goalies. In NHL 19, goalies did not have the expansive
saves.
tool set to control the puck, too often resulting in soft rebounds and scoring chances. In NHL 20, goalies in position and in control will have the ability to take over the game with all new controlled saves, redirects, and a whole new suite of covers. Additionally, AI goalies are more aware of threats on the ice, impacting their positioning and how they handle the puck.
Such a good animation.
With the addition of RPM Tech to the stick, explosive transitions, and all new tools for goalies, NHL 20 delivers the most responsive and realistic gameplay the NHL franchise has ever seen, making the game feel better, play better, and look better.
So I think, oh my God, I keep clicking their links. This was the first year they added the new scoreboards, the new UI and stuff like that. Some people are getting a little sick of it. They want more realistic UI, more like the actual NHL. And I think I'm kind of on board with that too. More minor things, as you can like see with a lot of the trailers, but they're important. It's funny how they go like, hey, our last game, it sucked. This game, it sucks less. So that's kind of the theme for these trailers. We'll go on to NHL 21. Ovechkin on
is
the
built
cover.
on the creative mindset of hockey's boundary breakers, allowing you to revolutionize the way you attack, defend, and
Michigan
strategize.
in this game.
NHL 21's superstar-inspired innovation allows you to use the unique abilities of hockey's elite every time you
I
step
don't know
on
what
the
you
ice.
call that, but
We've added 4 new boundary-breaking moves to your arsenal.
I don't even know how to do that, bro.
Kucherov's
I
no
always
move
forget
deke,
that's in the game.
Sid's elusive bank off the back of the
Do
net,
no move deke?
Matthew Tkachuk's between the legs one-timer, and yes, Svechnikov's
That's
lacrosse
so
goal,
rare.
or the
Sid
Michigan,
between the
are
legs
all now
shot is
featured
so
in the
rare.
game. These moves create special in-game moments that are only created with the right combination of skill and opportunity. In NHL 20, most one-on-one moves could not be pulled off without sacrificing speed. In NHL 21, to replicate the boundary-breaking attributes of Ovechkin and McDavid, we added a multitude of slips, banks, and chips so you can retain speed and acceleration. This is especially useful when your opponent is playing the trap or aggressive on the blue line.
I don't use this feature enough.
We've also given you the ability to fine-tune your skating aesthetics down to the inch. So whether you want to look like McDavid, Ovechkin, or match your own personal style, it's all in your control. Hockey is a game where teams use well-spaced rushes and crisp passes to retain speed up and down the ice. With NHL 21's fluid hockey IQ, your team will now move fluidly as a unit on both offense and defense, depending on which strategy you use.
That's kind of funny.
In NHL 20, players were frustrated when they couldn't trust their AI teammates and wanted their AI opponents to be more challenging through more organic and realistic decision-making. In NHL 21, the goal has been to make the AI more challenging while also making their decision-making and responsiveness more realistic. On breakouts, offensive teammates move fluidly as a unit to support the puck more effectively, and they will need to, because on the defensive side of the puck, teams will work more collectively during aggressive forechecks.
I want to see some better defensive AI.
Offensive players will try to retain their momentum through the neutral zone, while defensive strategies have been improved to neutralize speed, forcing the offense to be more creative and play less north-south. In the offensive zone, teammates work more effectively to find open space, to challenge a much more improved defense that can be trusted to defend passing options and identify moments to play aggressively to contain the puck. And we can't talk about trusting your teammates without covering the last line of defense, the goalies. In NHL 21, goalie locomotion is now separated into both upper and lower body, working seamlessly together to give the goalie incredible control and responsiveness in all situations when trying to move and track the puck at the same time. In NHL 20, if you committed one way, it was difficult to react in time to counter that momentum and make a save in the other direction. In NHL 21, our new tech allows for never-say-die moments where if you've committed one way and you react quickly enough, you can still reach back against your goalie's momentum and make that dramatic last-minute save that every goalie dreams about. But don't test your luck. Even with all this added responsiveness and control, goalies will always be more effective when using sound technique and positioning to block off angles to play the percentages for that specific scenario. Building on the core of RPM technology, we've been able to continually tweak responsiveness and aesthetics in all facets of the game while setting us up with a great foundation for the future. With NHL 21, our gameplay innovation is meant to recognize those who have revolutionized the game, bringing you the best hockey experience on this console generation.
The best hockey experience on this console generation. So it's hard to like even comment on each trailer because it's like small but important steps forward. But that's kind of it. It's like small steps forward, nothing like giant. Does NHL 22 add anything
NHL
huge?
game built on the
Actually, it does. You can see Frostbite game engine.
Frostbite
Finally.
engine, and powered by next-generation consoles, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. With the introduction of Superstar X Factors, the Frostbite engine, augmented reality UI, enhanced stick physics, and much more, the NHL franchise is delivering not only the best gameplay, but the best looking game to date.
Oh my god, I hate how they say that every year. It
For the first time ever, the Frostbite engine comes to the NHL franchise, bringing massive aesthetic upgrades to both current and next generation consoles. With breakthrough visual detail in every hit, deep, and shot, improvements can be found on a macro and micro level, including atmospherics such as flares and snow.
Like,
We've
this pretty much
upgraded
looks like
facial
NHL 24.
and likeness, even so far as to enhance the detail in eye movement and facial expressions that react to the changing environment and events around them. On top of that, detailed enhancements on both player models and game environments have been ramped up.
I'm excited. I want to see NHL 25 trailer. Should be coming
this
soon.
Also includes micro details on uniforms, higher resolution ice, and 3D ice spray that interacts with the environment and can even spray on the camera during replays.
I can't believe it took them until now to add that.
The physically based dynamic lighting system powered by the Frostbite engine unifies all elements within the game. Now, materials like cloth, visors, and helmets react realistically to light.
You know,
metal
the game looks good, but
glass
still, like, there's something weird.
And
like,
ice
the players still,
depending on the amount of
sometimes at
stress
certain
caused by
angles,
the
certain
action
lighting,
on
they
the
just
ice.
don't look like themselves.
With all these upgrades, NHL 22
the
makes every
fans
rink
need to
look
upgrade.
and feel like the real deal.
They look like they're ripped out
including a
of
certain
like
arena
a game
that will be
6
hosting
years
its
ago.
first ever NHL contest this upcoming season.
If not 10.
Superstar X Factors is a game-changing gameplay advancement, inspired by the unique characteristics of the NHL's best talent that allows you to unleash signature player abilities and elevate the stars of the sport like never before. It's always been a goal of ours to differentiate star players from the rest of the league, and with the arrival of X Factors,
I don't know how I feel
the
about
special
X Factors.
traits
I
of
think
each
it's a good
superstar,
feature
specialized
for
gameplay mechanics, and visual
the game.
differentiation. We
Like
divided
a
X
video
Factors
game,
into 6 categories:
in terms of
shooting,
like the
skating,
people who like
passing,
simulation
hockey IQ,
better.
defense, and goaltending.
I'll turn
The
this down
game
a little
features
bit.
29 different
In terms of
Superstar
the
X Factor
simulation,
abilities
though,
assigned
if
to
you're more
players
into
in 2
NHL
tiers.
simulation,
Premier Zone abilities,
I feel like it kind
and
of takes
secondary
away from
superstar
realism a
abilities.
little bit.
So whether it's Matthews' patent toe drag wrister, Seth Jones' uncanny ability to intercept pucks, or Vasilevsky's acrobatic robberies,
Jones'
you'll be able
uncanny
to
ability
recreate
to
the
take away
league's most
pucks.
iconic abilities and use them to gain an edge over your opponent.
Makes a move in front.
I feel like Wheels,
Superstar
the X Factor
Factors
doesn't
span
make
all
sense to me.
positions and game modes, bringing a new
Like,
layer
what's
of
the
class-based
difference
strategy,
between like 99
differentiation,
speed,
and
no
authenticity.
wheels, and like 90 speed with wheels?
Those are the ones you feel in the morning.
Speaking of
That's my
authenticity,
question.
we are now doing more with the stick physics to realistically simulate stick-on-stick and stick-on-body collisions. The end results are more accurately represented puck battles on both offense and defense. For instance, attacking players are now able to protect against a defender's stick and drive to the net with force. More outcomes are dictated by proper body positioning, which decides whether stick interactions get driven through.
Oh, I hate tripping penalties, bro.
Our new augmented reality broadcast system animates on top of the action in real time throughout the game, including when one of your special abilities are performed to give you an understanding of its impact.
These are all good UI changes.
When an exceptional highlight reel moment occurs, 3D graphics will appear over your player, letting you peacock against your opponent that much more.
New announcer.
Also, the system injects information instantaneously to the game,
Yeah, new
helping
announcers
you
for
manage your
sure.
strategy in real time without having to exit the game. These augmented, hyper-real moments elevate the broadcast quality, giving a modern, sleek look to gameplay, all while improving game flow speed, up to as much as 50%.
From visual improvements, play innovation, we set out to give NHL 22 a new look and feel for the new generation. The Frostbite engine, Superstar X Factors, and augmented reality graphics are set to deliver the greatest leap forward that the franchise has ever seen. This is breakthrough hockey.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna cut this trailer short. Essentially, this year, all they added was the Frostbite game engine. That's pretty big. That's fair. They added X Factors. They added the stick physics. Like, I don't know if that's a lot, because the problem was the gameplay felt basically the same, and that's been the problem through like NHL like 17, if not 16 through 22. Besides like some deeks and stuff like that, the games all felt very similar. I feel like 24 was the first game where they took a bit of a step in a different direction, where the game felt pretty new, and I liked that. And I know some people actually hated it, which is interesting. Some people don't like different. Some people want different, but they also don't, which is confusing. We'll go on to NHL 23. Arguably the worst cover
Welcome to
ever.
the EA Sports NHL 23 Gameplay Deep Dive. We're excited to show you some all-new features, like last chance puck movement, real-time strategies, X-Factor updates, and more. Last chance...
Hey, my God. What are the ads this year? Last chance puck movements. Oh my God. The most like useless feature. How often do you see this work? Every once in a while, it creates like a good pass or like a funny goal. I like it, but as a feature, like a big feature, nah. Okay, we'll
Puck
continue.
movement is a new series of desperation gameplay animations that add an extra layer of authenticity and excitement to the game. Now, if you receive any level of contact, from light bumps to heavy shoves, you'll still be able to react. Previously, when this happened, there was a loss of offensive player control to reward defense, but that never really felt authentic and mostly impeded the action. We wanted to fix that to keep the flow of the game moving and create more dynamic and unique plays. We've also added a new mechanic, where if you double tap, either shoot or pass while skating towards a loose puck, you'll be able to make a diving, desperation attempt at the puck. To make all these new desperation animations feel authentic, we focused on replicating real-world examples seen in the NHL. And what started as a small set of 25 animations expanded to the over 500 you'll find in the game.
That would be so fun.
It's also important for us to ensure the feature is balanced, so we added these moves in defensive situations as well. And if a defensive player is in a good position, those desperation plays can be easily countered. To ensure authenticity, we try to keep you on your feet as much as possible before resorting to these more compromised and unideal shots.
It looks so bad, but it really was a
strategies.
Small feature.
To help give you more control over the action, we've updated our strategies across the board. We've added 2 new strategies to NHL 23. The first being the 1-3-1 power play, and on the penalty kill, we've added the 1-1-2, which you might know as triangle +1 or wedge +1.
Probably big for
it serves as a good counter to the 1-3-1. We've also added the ability to rearrange the player positions before and after the face-off, which will increase your ability to set up plays. Plus, you can now assign 3 different roles on the power play: distributor, finisher, puck carrier.
I don't know how much
the
roles
AI
matter.
will know who to distribute the puck to based on their role, position, situation, and X-Factor tendencies.
It'd be really
we
hard
also
to
added
test
a new
it.
feature this year called Assisted Strategies. These will pop up in-game and let you know when there's an opportunity for your strategy to shift on the fly and give you a better chance to either get back into or finish the game. X-Factors are our most significant in-game abilities.
Oh my god.
And this year, we've added a pair of new ones and updated the existing suite. The 2 new X-Factors are Trevor Zegras' Skilled Up, which lets you recreate his viral flip pass over the net, and Sarah Nurse's Relentless, which increases your ability to shoot and pass while off balance. We've also been working on retaining and balancing the existing abilities, and improving the underutilized ones, and how they line up with the more popular ones. AI. This year, we focused on updating our AI's goaltending and teammate awareness abilities. AI goalies will now have access to more tools than ever, with over 300 new save animations that were previously only available to human goalies, adding more authenticity to their role.
It's so weird that
we also
goalies
address the
had different
fundamentals,
animations
like
than
improving
AI
goalie
goalies.
intelligence and ensuring we're rewarding proper positioning and puck tracking. And in an update to AI skaters, they'll now gesture to indicate when a player is open and which player is most dangerous when on the defensive side. They'll also lift their stick to show when they're taking a line change. These moments all lead to more authentic on-ice interactions and dynamic gameplay.
NHL 25, we don't even
Based
notice.
on your feedback on NHL 22, we reworked Pass Assist, reducing the number of times you'll feel like you're completely off target,
really bad
specifically on powered and out-of-vision passing. And to balance that, we're improving the ability to intercept or disrupt those passes if you're well positioned. But the offensive player will still be able to pass the puck behind the defender if they're positioned well, so the defenders won't act like a brick wall. We've also heard your feedback around poke checks, so we reduced player movement speed while in the defensive skill stick and decreased the effectiveness of poke checks when chasing or in a poor position. In addition, we increased puck carrier speed to create more separation between players and ensure that the fastest skaters in the league act like
so difficult to defend.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back in September to
having the poke check slow you down was such a band-aid fix for what was the problem of poke checks being super effective and being able to spam them. They should have just maybe made it where you couldn't poke check as many times in a couple seconds rather than slowing you down. Because now it's you miss a poke check and your player's just screwed. You get severely punished for throwing bad poke checks. It was just not a good fix. Good idea, bad approach. Or bad idea, bad approach. I don't know. They needed to fix it. That was not the way to go. And now we're on to
Non-stop
NHL
pressure
24.
and physicality to dynamic new ways to attack. EA Sports NHL 24 brings it, and so much more.
Oh my god, I wonder what to do.
We couldn't be more excited to show you what's new this year, including a suite of new gameplay features that up the intensity, authenticity, and connectivity of the game.
I guess the
Crossplay is here.
Crossplay.
Now, you can finally compete with or against your friends on same-generation consoles This vastly improves matchmaking quality and shortens wait times, so you and your crew
sold
can make
to
the
you
most of your
is
time on the
what,
ice.
Like, eeks me.
This is a literal game changer. The exhaust engine lets you feel the intensity of
I know
hemming an
some people
opponent in the
hate this.
zone, forcing you to make strategic
I think it's-
decisions
I think
like
it's
choosing
good.
to establish puck possession or attack on the rush. Exhaust engine is made up of the sustained pressure system and the goalie fatigue system.
I think they need to change the goalies how they
The
react
sustained
to
pressure
the
system
exhaust system
rewards
a little
extended
bit.
offensive events such as shooting, passing, and checking in the attacking zone, as you can see with the pressure
On
gauge.
release, this
The
was
offensive team will
terrible.
gain a boost in
They
stats due to
implemented
the
this so
adrenaline effect,
poorly.
while the defensive team gets a decrease in stats due to the pinned effect. This change makes real hockey plays effective. The
They
dump
made,
and
like,
chase
putt,
can be used to
for
wear
me
down
at
the
least,
opponent and
unplayable.
retrieve the puck.
People would just rag
Full
the
pressure
puck in
strategies
the
like
offensive
peppering
zone.
the
It was
goalie
so
from all
unfun.
angles to tire them out are now effective and cause authentic goal
Yeah,
scrambles.
goalies flopping was not
And
very accurate.
cycling the puck to build
if they do it
sustained
every now
pressure
and again,
opens up
fair.
new opportunities to
if you
attack
want to
the
make
net.
them tired
On the
and they're
defensive
worse at
side,
making
you
saves,
now have to choose
fair.
between
But don't
making
have
the
them
safe
flopping
boards and
around like a
outplay
fish.
or risk turning the puck over in the slot. We've also added the goalie fatigue feature, adding over 50 new goalie animations, including a brand new desperation save package. Goalies will now tire as you increase attack zone time, move the puck around, and most importantly,
It's
get
just like,
shots on
it's
net.
always a good
As the goalie
ideas,
tires,
bad
they'll make more
implementation.
errors, causing rebounds and absolute chaos in the crease.
Implementation. Why does that sound weird?
Take the body, take the game. The physics-based contact feature revolutionizes checking in NHL 24.
I want to pause this. I swear every single NHL trailer, even since like 03, they talk about their new physics and their new hitting system. Oh my god.
Bringing more physicality to the game and ramping up the fun and
They
authenticity
did
of
change
defensive
it, though,
plays.
to be fair, this year.
Now, if you land a big check, your opponent will re-enter the play slower, creating more turnovers and counterattack
I just find it
opportunities.
funny that every
But
year they
if
say
you don't
something about
connect,
hitting.
you'll be left out of position. This
Good
really
changes.
increases the risk-reward factor and makes gameplay incredibly exciting. Landing a clean, solid check on the opponent will result in new physics-based and animation-based reactions, creating tons of new wow moments in every game. A quick push on the right stick will allow you to shove the opponent, creating quick puck separation with
The
lower
shove
penalty
is
risk.
so bad.
Plus, we've also introduced a new gameplay meta that adds a dedicated reverse
remember
body
at the
check
beginning of the year,
control.
I had no
This
clue how
allows
to
the puck
hit.
carrier to protect the puck with their body to impactful effect. And to make
I
all
don't
of that
even know. I
even
can't even
sweeter,
reverse hit, bro.
you
I
can
don't
now
know
send
how.
players into the bench and break the
Oh my
glass.
god, into the bench, break
Showing
the
off
glass.
your
It's like
skill
you
has
have-
never been this fun. Total Control skill moves introduces a whole new control setup
Yeah,
that makes
some people
highlight
hate
reel
this. I
moves
think
more
it's
intuitive
fine.
and accessible. Button-backed moves give you more options, but timing the play right and reading the ice will be the difference between success and failure. However,
like some people hate that they added the button for the Michigan. In my opinion, like I never cared to learn the Michigan and I never used it. And I think a lot of people didn't use it. And when they made it like a button, it makes it like an option. It's not a great option. You got to find the right timing and stuff still, but it made it a lot more accessible. Even to like players who played a lot like me. I know the people who learned it were like, you know, it should stay like very unique, which is a fair point, but I kind of like what they did. I feel like it's the good balance between like appealing to the casuals and the like hardcore players.
if you prefer legacy controls, you'll still have that option. Plus, a new ability to fake, pass, or deke out of every move also adds a dynamic new offensive layer to the game. Tick, tack, toe. Vision
Good ad.
passing
I feel
puts
like
tape-to-tape
I
play
never
with
see
your
this
teammates
happen,
at
though,
your
really.
fingertips, offering quicker direct passes to keep puck possession and mount that all-important pressure. By mapping the controller's face buttons to your teammates, vision passing doesn't
was a
just allow
good
more
ad.
efficient passing, but opens up different opportunities
took them
like
way too long
disguising a
to add
pass on a
vision
PP
passing.
to set up the perfect play. This also unlocks stretch and breakaway passes, giving you new ways to attack the net. But hitting the correct button alone won't guarantee a perfect pass. Gameplay components and player attributes all factor into a successful play. Plus, we've added one-touch passing, which lets you quickly move the puck around the ice by tapping the pass button as the puck is in transit. Altogether, this creates so many more exciting passing opportunities and ways for players to get creative
I
on
can
the
only
ice.
ever do like one
For
quick
our
touch
brick
pass.
walls out there, an update to our human goalie
Terrible
controls
goalie
makes
controls,
playing goal
terrible.
more accessible and
Oh my
intuitive.
God.
Historically, the game's controls made it easy to lose the net, creating frustrating empty net goals and a steep learning curve. So in NHL 24, we have added a new tethered control system.
Terrible.
As you slide back and forth to make saves, you simply release the left analog stick and your goalie will auto-return back to a centered position. We have also added a new instinct system. This allows you to guess the location of the shot for a bonus on your save attempt. Guessing wrong increases the chance of a goal. It's a nice addition for our veteran goalies and really breathes new life into the position. From high-pressure plays that'll leave you sweating to sending your friends into the bench, NHL 24 steps the game up to give you those authentic hockey feelings.
Now we wait for NHL 25. So that was me reacting to all the NHL trailers since 03. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, please subscribe. Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves.